Welcome to Cory's Conscious Living. Are you ready to meditate with Cory? Make sure that you're laying down, you're comfortable and snug and warm in your bed. Everything is just right in your room, and you're comfortable and laying as still as a bug, as still as you possibly can. Eliott was a little girl. She was a very sweet, fun-loving, cute as a button little girl. Eliott was potty training. There was a picture in her bathroom of a very special rag doll. The rag doll was called Penpot. Penpot was Eliott's special potty friend. Now, even though it was just a picture, it wasn't really just a picture. To Eliott, Penpot was real. She was a sweet little rag doll, and she helped Eliott every single time she went to the potty. At first, Eliott's mummy would help. She would say things like, "What would Penpot be saying right now? Would Penpot be clapping because you pee-peed on the potty?" Penpot always claps when you pee-pee on the potty. Would she be dancing and singing and doing her potty song? Pee-pee on the potty, pee-pee on the potty. Or would she be poo-poo on the potty, poo-poo on the potty? Penpot always clapped. She always sung songs when Eliott did really, really good and she did her business on the potty. And the bestest part was Penpot told the most interesting, fun, super duper stories ever. Yes, Penpot told stories. Like I said at first, Eliott's mum would help Eliott to use her imagination and imagine that Penpot was clapping and imagine that Penpot was singing and dancing. She would also tell her stories so that she could learn to imagine that Penpot was telling stories. And eventually what happened was Eliott's mummy didn't need to do that anymore because Eliott only had to look at Penpot on the wall in the bathroom and she would automatically start to use her imagination. She would stare at the picture and it was as if, like magic, Penpot would come to life. She would jump off the picture and sit in front of her while Eliott was on the potty. And she always told her stories when Eliott was bored on the potty or if she was scared on the potty, because sometimes Eliott would get scared on the potty. Because sometimes when you go to the bathroom, it's uncomfortable and maybe sometimes it doesn't feel very nice, and sometimes it takes a long time to sit on the potty. All of these things added up to Eliott being just a little bit afraid sometimes on the potty. Penpot always told her stories when this would happen. And it was on this particular day when Penpot did her magic. She jumped off of the picture, sat in front of Eliott on the toilet, and started to tell her a story. Once upon a time, Penpot was dreaming. Me, Penpot was having the bestest dream ever. I was dreaming about puppies. Lots and lots and lots of puppies. In my dream, there were puppies everywhere. There were 26 puppies, all different types, some blonde and fluffy, some black, some very, 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 very tiny puppies, some bigger puppies, some puppies that were still suckling on their mummy's milk, some puppies that had outgrown suckling on their mummy's milk and they didn't need it anymore and now they were having puppy food. There were some puppies that had dots, some puppies that looked like they had patches over their eyes. You name it. Imagine in your mind all of the cutest puppies in the world. They were in my dream, said Penpot. I was dreaming I was laying on a puppy bed. It was soft and comfortable and furry. It was a grey puppy bed, and it was extremely comfortable, much more comfortable than any normal bed you would think a dog would sleep on. This puppy bed was amazingly comfortable. It seemed to snuggle and cuddle all around me when I laid in it, said Penpot. In my dream, I wasn't alone on the puppy bed. The puppy bed was a big, big bed, bigger than a house, bigger than a park, bigger than a town. It was so big. And on the puppy bed with me was all of the 26 most cutest puppies in the entire world. Eliott was very relaxed listening to Penpot's story. She was so relaxed that she was going potty without even realize. She was poo-poo on the potty, poo-poo on the potty, and she didn't even realize she was so interested in Penpot's story. Penpot carried on talking. As I lay down on the puppy bed, all the puppies snuggled in around me. Each one of the puppies had a name. There was A for Abigail, B for Benji, C for Colin, D for Dandy, E for Eliott, F for Freddie, G for Guinness, H for Harry, I for Indigo, J for Julia, K for Kenzie, L for Lenny, M for Mopsy, N for Nancy, O for Oliver, P for Penpot, Q for Quinn, R for Rebel, S for Sally, T for Tom Tom, U for Unicorn, V for Vinny, W for Wesley, X for Xavier, Y for Yanis, and Z for Zed. That was all of the puppies, and they were all snuggled in all around me, Eliott, and it was warm and comfortable. Some of the puppies wanted to run off sometimes, and I would watch them, and they would swing on swings, and they would dance and do dancing, and they would play and have fun, but then they'd come back, and they'd be with me on the big, giant, softest, most comfiest puppy bed in the entire world. And once they'd all done playing, they would just lay with me and relax. They would relax so much that some of the puppies would snore a little bit. It was very, very cute. They relaxed their little paws. Sometimes their tails would wag back and forward, but then they'd get sleepy and their tails would go still and relax. Penpot said, I would find it very, very, very hard to stay awake on this most comfiest, softest, fluffiest puppy bed ever. My eyes would get tired. All the little muscles in my face would get sleepy and tired. My shoulders, my entire body would be sleepy and comfy and relaxed. You would love it on the bed, Eliott, sleeping with all of the puppies. Can you imagine all of those puppies? Just like Flint, your puppy, but 26 of them, snuggling, cuddling, warm little puppies. It was one of the bestest dreams ever, Eliott. Without even realizing, Eliott was so focused on Penpot's story that she was all done on the potty. No need to be afraid. No need to feel uncomfortable. No need to worry. Everything was easy when Penpot was distracting her, telling her a story. Eliott was such a big girl. She was doing very good on the potty. And Penpot was especially helpful. The end. Nighty-night. Sleep tight, little Eliott. Sweet dreams, my friend.
you.